the text says see doesn't necessarily mean look at with your eyes, depending on its context. They will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds. In other words, they would know, they would understand that he was indeed who he said he was, and that he's in heaven with the Ancient of Days. Always remember that. Jesus is quoting Daniel 7:13. One like the Son of Man, coming on the clouds to the Ancient of Days. It took a while for that to really sink in. Coming on the clouds to the Ancient of Days. Him going back into heaven after he's accomplished his mission, being received by the Father and approved of by the Father. And the term see often means understand. He's telling Caiaphas, one day, Caiaphas, you will understand that I am exactly who I said I am. One day the Jews that called for my crucifixion will see, in the sense of understand, that I was with the Father the whole time. John 12:39. Listen to this. Therefore they could not believe, because Isaiah said again, he has blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, lest they should see with their eyes, lest they should understand with their hearts. You see how the term see is often interchangeable with understand? They will see the sign of the Son of Man, that he's in heaven. They will see it. In other words, they will understand they made the biggest mistake of their entire lives. They messed up their opportunity. They didn't understand the day of their visitation. But one day, that generation, the ones that were still living in AD 70, they would see that Christ was who he said he was. They would understand with their hearts. In Scripture, seeing often means understand. In other words, they will all understand that the Son of Man, this Jesus whom they crucified and rejected and hated and opposed and accused of being a Sabbath breaker, accused of being demon-possessed, they will see, they will understand that the Son of Man, this Jesus whom they crucified, was really who he claimed to be, and he had been received by the Father, the Ancient of Days, to be at his right hand for eternity, having accomplished his grand mission. Which way is the Son of Man going? Based on the verse he's quoting from Daniel. What direction is he going? Based on the verse that he quoted to Caiaphas. He's coming to the Ancient of Days. It's the Ascension. It's him going back to be with his Father. The God that they thought despised him and smote him and had rejected him. Now look at verse 31. And he will send forth his angels with a great trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the sky to the other. Now the term angel there, angelos, simply means messenger. Sometimes it refers technically to angelic beings. Many other times it simply refers to a human messenger. In fact, the letters in the book of Revelation, the letters that were to the seven churches, were written to the angel of the church of Smyrna, to the angel of the church in Philadelphia. Really, that's talking about the pastor, the minister. God sends his messengers, ministers of the gospel, to gather together the elect from one end of heaven to the other into one body of Christ. Now, that's often seen as a rapture passage because of the mention of gathering together. See that term there, gathering together. He will send forth his angels with a great trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the sky to the other.